this year we've been talking about the move forward on crypto regulation. We had obviously, we had the beginning of the year. We had March 13th or so. There's a big meeting, and I'm shocked. I mean, the Clarity Act and the Genius Act, those two made big news, but I'm pretty shocked about the SEC and CTFC just came out with their two kind of like pursuits of crypto. And I'm surprised how little news it made when this is super clarifying. This is pretty exciting. Even I, who am always curmudgeon-y when the government's getting their fingers in shit, even I am pretty excited about this because it's real clarity. It's the SEC saying this is how we're approaching it, and the CTFC saying this is how we're approaching it. And it's as far as I can tell, most of this is what we want. Like true clarity, and like especially for Divi people, like how many times have we not been able to buy and sell Divi in America? And that's because of the dumb rules and so forth. It looks like those days are over. We're going to be able to list. I think it looks that way. At least that's what the effort looks like. So
that's right.
That's all super exciting.
Yeah, and really, it seems that, I mean, of course, it was already claimed when the current administration campaigned for the presidency, and then they also said that they would do that. But honestly, with governments, you never really know. You always have a surprise that is coming.
Yes,
but and of course, like they will, like all of this framework will favoritize now a very corporate approach to crypto, because it will lower regulation, it will give easier access, and obviously that's an opportunity that will not be restricted to people who were interested in crypto before. Like that will actually democratize a lot services around crypto, I think. And I think that's great. It really fits into this idea that they want people to build in the US, which is really 180 degrees from what has been for the last decade plus, right? Like everybody has had to build a complex structure, especially around governance, because otherwise they would have ended up in jail, right? And so now they're like, hey, we don't want that. We want you to come here because we want to be the place people build this technology in, right?
And it's still not that, you make a statement about governance, and I'm not going to rabbit hole on that. But the fact is that it's a breathing room, I think, is probably what he expressed. And maybe the whole fanfare about what is expressed here is because it's not in writing, right? Maybe it's not been formalized. And so it is giving a taste. He came to the table. He expressed what he's going to hope to prepare for us, this meal that could be beautiful. I made a joke just a couple of days ago. I said, is this the new ICO phase? And that was, of course, a serious joke. But yeah, this is definitely leaning into, in fact, he even mentions it, the making America great again. It's making America the crypto capital of the world. I mean, that was his exact statement. And that is obviously, that's something that we did lead certain technologies and industries in the US for a long time. And for the last 15, maybe longer years, we've been killing off our industry there. That doesn't mean that like social media hasn't boomed, but even that has become something of a trial and tribulation, getting it out of the US and elsewhere. Obviously, there's lots of different products. So it's just nice to see that. It's nice to see that we're making, or the presentation is making it to where we can do the things that we would like to do, and benefit from making those things available to others. That helps better lives, makes the technology better, makes the participation better. I'm just excited. This was a very positive message.